What if I told you that the most magical places in France aren't in Paris? Seriously. Forget the crowded Champs-Élysées for a second. Instead, picture a medieval abbey that looks like it's floating on water, a canyon with impossibly turquoise rivers, and fields of lavender that stretch all the way to the horizon. France is so much more diverse than people realize, and its real heart beats in its quiet villages, along its sun-drenched coasts, and high in its majestic mountains. So, if you think you know France, you might want to think again. We're about to count down the 10 spots that reveal the country's true soul. Look, everyone knows Paris. It's a city of incredible monuments, world-class art, and a romance you can't find anywhere else. But France is so much more than its capital. It's a country that packs a whole universe of landscapes and cultures within its borders. From the rugged, snow-capped peaks of the Alps to the shimmering shores of the Mediterranean, there's a journey here for every kind of traveler. This list isn't just about pretty places, it's about the kind of experiences that stick with you long after you're back home. We're going way beyond the Eiffel Tower to uncover the historic towns, natural wonders, and cultural treasures that make France one of the most loved destinations on Earth. We'll be counting down from 10 to 1, so you'll want to stick around to see which location grabs our top spot. Number 10. The Camargue. Starting our list at number 10 is a corner of France that feels like a completely different world, the Camargue. This isn't the France of polished cities and perfectly manicured gardens. This place is wild, raw, and untamed. Tucked between the Mediterranean Sea and the Rhône River Delta, the Camargue is a vast wetland of salt flats, marshes, and lagoons. It's a place where nature is completely in charge. The region is famous for its incredible wildlife, especially the iconic wild white horses that roam free, and thousands of pink flamingos that create an unbelievable spectacle against the stark, white salt pans. Exploring the Camargue is a real adventure. You can ride one of its famous horses right through the marshes, hop on a boat to spot birds, or just drive through its otherworldly landscapes. It's a powerful reminder that France's beauty isn't just in its architecture, but in the untamed forces of nature. Number 9. Rocamadour. From the flat, wild wetlands, we're now heading to the dramatic cliffs of the Dordogne Valley for our number 9, the village of Rocamadour. Honestly, this place is a marvel. Rocamadour isn't just a village, it's a sanctuary built straight into the face of a sheer cliff. It almost looks like it's defying gravity. For centuries, this was a major pilgrimage site that drew kings, saints, and countless faithful visitors who came to honor the Black Madonna. A visit to Rocamadour really feels like stepping back in time. You can climb the Grand Escalier, the great staircase that pilgrims used to climb on their knees, and explore the maze of chapels in the basilica, all clinging to the rock. And the views from the top looking out over the Alzo Canyon? Absolutely spectacular. Rocamadour is a stunning testament to history, faith, and the human will to build something amazing in the most unlikely of places. Number 8. Chamonix Mont Blanc. For number 8, we're going up. Way up. Welcome to Chamonix, the legendary alpine town snuggled at the foot of Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Alps. Chamonix is a paradise for adventurers, offering breathtaking panoramas of snowy peaks, jagged mountains, and enormous glaciers. In the winter, it's a world-class skiing and snowboarding hub. But the magic doesn't stop when the snow melts. In the summer, it becomes the place for hiking, mountaineering, and trail running. The one thing you absolutely have to do here is take the Aiguille du Midi cable car. It whisks you up over 12,000 feet for insane 360-degree views of the French, Swiss, and Italian Alps. From up there, you can see Mont Blanc in all its glory. You can also hop on a charming cogwheel train to the Mer de Glace, France's largest glacier, and even walk inside an ice cave carved right into its heart. Chamonix is a powerful, humbling encounter with the raw majesty of the mountains. Number 7. Provence Lavender Fields. Our number 7 spot isn't just one place, but a feeling that defines an entire region. We're talking about the lavender fields of Provence. Every summer, from late June to early August, the rolling hills here transform into a sea of vibrant purple. The sight is stunning, like something out of a painting, but it's the smell that really gets you. A calming, aromatic scent just hangs in the warm summer air. Driving through this landscape is one of France's most iconic road trips. For that perfect photo, you have to go to the Senonque Abbey, where the ancient stone monastery provides a beautiful backdrop to the neat rows of lavender. And it's not just about the fields. You'll also discover charming hilltop villages like Gourdes and Roussillon, with their stone houses glowing in the Provençal sun. It's a chance to just slow down and soak in one of the most beautiful and fragrant landscapes on the planet. Number 6. The Loire Valley. Coming in at number 6, we're stepping into a real-life fairy tale. Known as the Garden of France, the Loire Valley is a lush, green landscape dotted with hundreds of incredible castles, or chateaux. This was the playground for French kings and nobles, who built these lavish palaces for fun, not just for defense. Every chateau has its own unique story. You've got the Château de Chambord, a Renaissance masterpiece with a mind-bending double-helix staircase. Then there's the Château de Chenonceau, an elegant palace that gracefully stretches over the river Cher, famously shaped by a series of powerful women. Beyond the grand castles, the Loire Valley is a land of charming towns, sprawling vineyards, and beautiful gardens. You can bike along the peaceful Loire River, enjoy a wine tasting, or just get lost in the romance of it all. This region is a journey into the very heart of French elegance and history. Number 5. Corsica. For our number 5, we're island hopping to a place the French call l'île de beauté, the island of beauty. And trust me, they are not exaggerating. Corsica is a Mediterranean paradise, like a whole continent packed into one island. It has an insane variety of landscapes. You'll find over 600 miles of coastline, with everything from perfect white sand beaches to dramatic, red rock coves called the Calanques de Piana. But Corsica's beauty isn't just on the coast. Head inland, and you'll find rugged granite mountains soaring over 9,000 feet, dense forests, and ancient villages clinging to hillsides. The Scandala Nature Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site you can only reach by boat, shows just how pristine the island is. You can hike parts of the legendary GR20 Trail, one of Europe's toughest and most beautiful treks, or explore towns like Bonifacio, perched precariously on top of towering white limestone cliffs. Corsica is fiercely independent with its own culture, language, and food, offering a wild and truly unforgettable side of France. Number 4. The French Riviera. Sailing into the number 4 spot is one of the most glamorous coastlines in the world, the French Riviera, or Côte d'Azur. This stretch of Mediterranean coast has been seducing artists, writers, and celebrities for over a century with its dazzling blue waters, sun-drenched beaches, and impossibly chic towns. From the vibrant city of Nice with its famous Promenade des Anglais to the star-studded streets of Cannes and the mega-yachts of Saint-Tropez, the Riviera is the definition of seaside cool. But there's more to the Côte d'Azur than just glitz and glamour. You can explore charming hilltop villages like Ise, a medieval town perched high above the sea with stunning gardens and panoramic views. Or you can visit Saint-Paul-de-Vence, a fortified village that has been a haven for artists for decades. The real beauty of the Riviera is this mix of high-end resorts, a thriving art scene, and timeless, sun-baked landscapes. Number 3. Gorges du Verdon. Our number 3 pick is a natural wonder so massive it's often called the Grand Canyon of Europe. The Gorges du Verdon in Provence is a huge river canyon carved by the Verdon River, with limestone cliffs that plunge 2,300 feet down to the most incredible turquoise water you will ever see. The sheer scale and beauty of this place will leave you speechless. There are a few ways to take it all in. You can take a scenic drive along the cliff-top roads, stopping at viewpoints that offer heart-stopping vistas. But for a truly immersive experience, you have to get down on the water. Renting a kayak, paddleboard, or a little electric boat lets you glide right through the canyon, feeling tiny next to the towering cliffs on either side. That watercolor is real, by the way. It comes from glacial minerals. At the end of the gorge, you'll find the beautiful Lake of St. Croix, the perfect spot for a swim. The Gorges du Verdon is nature's art on an epic scale. Number 2. Paris. You might be surprised to see Paris at number 2, but you simply can't deny the profound, timeless beauty of this city. The City of Light has captured the world's imagination for centuries, and for very good reason. It is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful cities ever built. Just walking through Paris feels like you're in an open-air museum. You have the icons, of course, the majestic Eiffel Tower, the historic Notre Dame, and the sprawling Louvre. But the real magic of Paris is in the little things. The elegant boulevards, the charming, cobbled streets of Montmartre, a quiet moment in the Luxembourg Gardens, or a simple, romantic stroll along the Seine. Every neighborhood or arrondissement has its own unique vibe, from the bohemian Latin Quarter to the chic streets of Saint-Germain-des-Prés. It's a city that blends grand history with a vibrant, modern pulse. So even though we wanted to show you the France that exists beyond its capital, the beauty of Paris is so immense, so undeniable, it just had to be near the top of our list. Okay, before we get to our number 1 spot, let us know in the comments which of these places you'd love to visit most. Or, if you have a favorite spot in France that we totally missed, tell us about it. And hey, if you're enjoying this trip through France, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. Number 1. Mont Saint-Michel. And now, for our number 1 most beautiful place in France. It's a location that feels like it was pulled from a fantasy novel, a spot that combines natural wonder, architectural genius, and a touch of pure magic. It is the one, the only, Mont Saint-Michel. Rising out of a huge bay off the coast of Normandy, this tidal island is crowned by a breathtaking medieval abbey that seems to scrape the heavens. The sight is simply unforgettable. For centuries, Mont Saint-Michel was one of Europe's most important pilgrimage sites, and its beauty feels both spiritual and real. But what makes it truly unique are the dramatic tides, some of the highest in Europe, which completely transform the landscape twice a day. At high tide, the island is cut off by water, creating a mystical, floating silhouette. At low tide, you can walk across the vast, shimmering sand flats that surround it. Wandering the winding, narrow streets of the medieval village that clings to the hillside is like stepping into another time. The whole journey builds to a visit to the abbey itself, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture with soaring spires and peaceful cloisters. Mont Saint-Michel isn't just a beautiful place, it's an otherworldly experience. It's the perfect symbol of France's rich history and its enduring, breathtaking beauty. So, from the wild wetlands of the Camargue to the floating wonder of Mont Saint-Michel, it's clear that France's beauty is as deep as it is diverse. We've seen fairy tale castles, sun-kissed coastlines, and epic mountain ranges. Each of these 10 places tells a different story, showing off a unique part of what makes this country so special. We hope this has inspired you to look beyond the obvious and discover the incredible richness France has to offer. After all, the real magic of travel is finding those places that capture your imagination and just stick with you forever. Thanks for coming along on the journey. Until next time, keep exploring.